Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bearcats will boot it away to start the game. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller.
Gonna let it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continued to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
So Cincinnati's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Right down the middle. He's got it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jones. It's a seam wide him, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone. I
agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Bearcats can really attack on this second and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Cuber. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical. But
he's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, what a cut! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. The give out of the gun. There he goes! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs.
Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Looking for more room. Delivers to stiff arm. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Darnold. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his back in the middle. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. They'll send out the kicker here. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Penn State is ahead early in Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by just 1 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out, was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. He found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. Across the 45. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it! They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Puts it out of the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at 1st down. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Another incompletion on third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percent.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the outside. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pulls it in. It's Cuber. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Still looking, on the move. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Throws to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the 7th play of the drive on 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense...
He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Great place to start for this offense. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it set up on the outside. Shakes off the defender. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Bearcats have moved it inside the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have working the middle of the field.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bearcats! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man, and it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Cincinnati, 19.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. The give on the option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the inside. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Got a man. It's Darnold. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. On his way back from the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing right. Hauls it in. Turning on the Jets. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you've got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. The pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game. Turning it on! he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Complete on 3rd down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Gets it to him on the screen. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit. And they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Got his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll try the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And that's a play the quarterback just has to throw it away. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute situation trailing the way they are. The clock's still running, so at minimum you throw that football away.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Might as well give it to him again. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Tight end now in motion. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that with Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches. that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes a grab past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Here's a throw downfield late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.